from WBAY TV. Coverage you can count on. Action 2 News This Morning starts now.
Brown County 911.
Brown County 911.
What is the address of your emergency?
This morning, we're getting a listen at some of the distress that people went through Monday night as they called 911 during the flash flooding.
Scary times. Even though that high water has now receded, there's still a lot of work to be done. We'll be talking about the cleanup, and we'll listen to some of those 911 calls in just a few minutes.
And we have some rain chances out there again today, by the way. Let's just get a check on your forecast from meteorologist Jenny Curtis in Storm Center 2.
This morning, the only thing we're tracking is a couple of small showers. Now, mostly light rain. It's between Wausau, Shawano, and around Green Bay. So not a lot of rain early this morning, but we will see the potential for more throughout the day. Some spotty showers possible around noontime, just a few showers there, but then scattered showers and thunderstorms possible this afternoon and evening, starting to really pick up around 3 p.m. and carry on through about 6 p.m. And then scattered showers and thunderstorms will be possible even into later tonight. So with the line of thunderstorms later this afternoon, some of them could have some heavy rain. We're looking for about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, but of course with any thunderstorms you can see locally higher amounts than what's generally expected, which is sort of what we ended up seeing the other night, but we shouldn't be quite that bad today. We're not expecting any severe storms, so your severe weather outlook today is low. Your high temperature should be about 65, and your best chance for some rain will be during the second half of the day. This morning, just a couple of spotty showers, so maybe grab the umbrella just for later on the way home from work. Tammy?
Thanks, Jenny. Attorneys for the woman accusing the Supreme Court nominee of sexual misconduct says she wants the FBI to investigate her accusations before she testifies.
Christine Blasey Ford says Judge Brett Kavanaugh sexually harassed her when they were in high school. In a letter to the Senate Judiciary Committee, Ford's lawyers say she wants to make sure that the facts and the witnesses are assessed in a nonpartisan manner. But the Republican chairman of the committee and President Trump say an FBI investigation won't help.
Hearing should be as a result of the investigation. It shouldn't be a substitute for it. And so if there are other witnesses, absolutely. Those witnesses should be investigated.
They don't want to be involved. If they wanted to be, I would certainly do that. But as you know, they say this is not really their thing.
The vote to put Kavanaugh on the Supreme Court was supposed to happen tomorrow. Now it's been delayed because of these accusations. Ford and Kavanaugh were expected to testify Monday. And this morning, Anita Hill, the woman who accused Justice Clarence Thomas of sexual misconduct back in 1991, is going to speak on Good Morning America about her experience and how she believes the committee should handle Ford's accusations against Kavanaugh.
5:32 right now. McDonald's workers are rallying in several cities protesting against sexual harassment in the workplace. This is a look at one of those protests in Kansas City. Organizers are calling these rallies the first multi-state strike against sexual harassment.
We're here. We're loud. Sexual harassment is not allowed.
And this is video from Chicago, another city that had this kind of protest yesterday. These workers are demanding that McDonald's require anti-harassment training for managers and employees. They also want a national committee for addressing sexual harassment.
It's imperative that fast food workers take action and use our voices in the same way to hold McDonald's and other fast food chains accountable. The public does not know what we go through behind the counters, the cash registers, even in the bathrooms, in the janitor's closets.
McDonald's says it stands by a statement the company issued last week defending its anti-harassment policies.
Finding out more about the damage from last month's flooding and storms in Wisconsin, that is now adding up to nearly $250 million. Governor Walker tweeting preliminary numbers that put the damage estimates at about $234 million. That includes damage to homes, to businesses, to the public sector. Governor Walker also says FEMA, the federal agency, is going to start assessing the damage on Monday, and that's a step that's needs to happen before he can seek a federal disaster declaration. This morning, we're hearing some of the 911 calls made during Monday night's severe thunderstorms that hit Green Bay so hard.
Brown County 911, what is the address of your emergency?
I don't even know where I am. There's a bunch of us that are floating around here. The water's up to my feet. Am I stuck here?
My car died. I'm floating away, and there's water floating into my car. I don't know if I should be trying to get out and swim or what.
The storm stranded many people in their vehicles and forced even more out of their homes. And now the big task is picking up debris, airing out flooded basements, and trying to clean up all that damage.
So as we reported to you, Green Bay Metro Fire Department Station 5 on East Mason Street got flooded out in this episode here. It's still out of service yet this morning. You see there's been workers cleaning up that damage inside. Kristen now is live there this morning. Tell us what it looks like right now and why it should not affect people in that area.
Good morning. Yeah, that's right. It's going to be out of commission for a little while. How long isn't yet known, but the fire department wants people to know that they are prepared to respond to any emergencies in this east side neighborhood. Take a look at the damage on the inside of the building. Fire officials are still pumping out the water. They say they don't know how long the cleanup is going to take. Meanwhile, many businesses in the area are staying busy dealing with the aftermath as well. This is video from yesterday at the auto repair store Eastside Exhaust. The owners had cleanup of their own to do first after getting 3 to 4 inches of rain inside of the shop. Then they were busy trying to fix cars impacted by the flash flooding, including company vehicles in the parking lot. With more rain in our forecast, they have an important reminder.
If you find yourself in a flash flood, and you haven't started your car, don't start it. Just leave it there. You're better off. You're going to do a lot less damage if you just don't start it. Just leave it there. Try to find an alternate route home.
And if you have water in your basement, in your car, or you lose power, again, the fire department has some tips for you, and we have those posted on our website at WBAY.com. Reporting live in Green Bay, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News.
Yeah, it was quite a mess, wasn't it? Still ahead here in Action 2 News this morning. We're talking about a new indoor sports facility being built in the Fox Cities and the financial benefit that can come from this.
And later find out how much money the Wisconsin Department of Transportation is giving to support the new United Express hangar at the Appleton Airport. That's coming up on Action 2 News this morning.